So welcome back to my channel. This is Dom, and while I was away on holiday in Devon and Somerset last couple of weeks, I took the opportunity to go and view some castles and other historical things, because I'm a noob like that and I love all that kind of stuff. And luckily my family, well, my wife and my youngest daughter who were with me, are very understanding of my addiction to look at these things, and actually quite enjoy looking at the castles too, from what I can gather. At least they say so. So I'm just going to show some pictures and some videos from these trips. First up, we visited Oakhampton Castle, which is in Devon. Oakhampton Castle is a classic moat and bailey castle. As it says here, it was run by or owned by the Courtenay family from 1173 to 1539. Not a particularly big castle. It was towards the end of its time, it became more of a sort of a base for hunting, but in keeping with Norman castles of the time, originally built as a wooden moat and bailey castle. So a big high mound built on the top of another sort of promontory, with a castle on top, and then a lower area of sort of curtain walls, originally wooden palisades, then became wood, which housed the sort of garrison and all the sort of gubbins that a castle needs to operate. And it's pretty darn impressive. I think so anyway. So what do you think? Let me know. So this is the view as you come up to Oakhampton Castle. There is the moat and bailey. There is what's left of the Great Hall. It's an impressive looking thing. That mound is very, very high. Another look as you come up closer in towards the mound. Apparently a lot of this mound was already there. The castle is in a sort of valley, a wooded valley, dominating a ford, which is often where castles were built. And you can see it's a small castle. It's not very big at all. It was destroyed, I believe, in the English Civil War, as a lot of castles were of this sort of type. But it's still very nice, really pretty. So this is a view from the top of the mound. And you can see it was very, very high. There's the town of Oakhampton in the background. One of the reasons why I think it survived for as long as it did was that it was outside the actual town. You can see the forest that it dominates. You're getting very arty looking at the keep itself, which, as I say, is all stone now. More views from inside here. I get very excited about going to places like this. Just really makes me happy. Down there you can't quite see it, but there is the stream that it guards. So looking down into the inner workings of the castle, Great Hall was up there to the left. This is sort of storage areas and kitchens down to the left. And here we're below the castle, basically at the river level. The river's off to the left. And you can see actually how, even at that's the main part of the castle, it's still pretty high, without even going all the way up to the keep and the moat and bailey. It's a daunting prospect for any attacker. I mean, nobody ever attacked this castle. It was never attacked, but you can see it would have been a hard proposition to take on. You can see the keep, or what's left of the keep, in the distance there. Very, very high indeed. So well worth a visit, I would say. It's not much there, as you can see, but and it will take a little bit of a strenuous climb to climb up to the top, but if you're relatively fit and you take it easy, I think if you're in the vicinity of Oakhampton, go and have a look, if you like castles, that is. So that was castle number one. So next up, this was the second week we were on our holidays, was the Castle of Nunney, which is a very unique castle. It says here on this plaque, which some bird has carefully dumped on, it's a rare French-style 14th century castle built in 1370 by John de la Mare, a local knight. who was in royal favour at the time, and it's a spectacular thing. It actually did fall to a siege during the English Civil War. Was held for the king, but was basically destroyed, and you'll see the effect of the cannon had on this castle in 1645. But it's a beautiful ruin, and it sits, as you can see, in this moat. So let's have a look at a couple of the pictures, and it's right in the heart of a very pretty village. You don't have to pay to go into this one, which is always a bonus, but it's a beautiful. You can see this is the river that runs along here, and here's the boundary wall for the castle, and I'll show you what that looks like. There we go. Isn't that impressive? Look at this. This green bit down here is not grass. This is the moat. There's a moat that goes all the way around. Really good. Inside you can see the damage that was caused. I guess most of the internal damage was caused by the fact the roof was off and the water got in and everything fell apart, probably locals pilfering as well. A bit more background to the castle itself. Small castle again, very much a home rather than anything else. So it says here, Sir John was a figure of relatively modest means who began to enjoy royal favour, and the new castle was a way of displaying his growing power to the locality. But pretty big castle for all that. I mean, you know, substantial walls, very impressive, and you know, multiple tiers. So 1, 2, 3. Well, would have had 3 floors plus the roof as well and the ground floor, so pretty substantial building. It's an arty picture looking at one of the towers. There we are again, outside looking in. This is looking from, currently there's a bridge that takes you across the moat in towards the main bit, and this is where the damage was caused by the parliamentarian cannon back in the day. But it still remains a really effective, really beautiful looking castle. Very much reminds me of Bodiam Castle in Sussex. That kind of sort of fairy tale castle. There's my daughter Imogen there. She won't thank me for showing that. Obviously she's involved in social media rather than looking at the history. Look up, girl. So there you go. A couple of castles I visited in the last couple of weeks. Hope you enjoyed my indulgence in showing them. I love a good castle. Oh, I love a good castle. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're getting a bit of a break when you can. And keep hitting that subscribe. Keep hitting that like button. Tell me castles I should go and visit when I'm out and about. Please do, because I do like to get out to see a castle. Let me know some of the ones that you've seen that are worth a visit, because I'm up for that whenever I can. Anyway, this is Dom signing out. See you again soon.